We going up. Let's fly. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend, lemonqueshajenkins, coming back with my first official Stock Saturday segment here on YouTube. If you missed my introductory video, you can click the link right there. You see it. And there I tell you how about my channel is going to be about everything, because I'm about everything. If you're like me, and maybe you're not, but if you're like me, you get bored easily. You got to kind of keep it moving because you're like, yeah, I already know all about that. I'm bored. Let's move on. And if you're not, then hey, if you are bored easily and you have something you like and you can kind of just sort of stick with that and you still find it interesting, that's fine also. So this is another thing here that I am into, one of the everythings that I'm into, and that's stock trading. So I've been a stock trader since 2019, so that officially makes me a new trader still. I think you have to trade for about 5 years before you can like bump it up into intermediate. I could be wrong about that, but from my perspective, I think that yeah, you got to have the time. This is sort of a time and thing where I feel like the more you experience, the more experience you get just by doing it consistently. So I'm going to jump right into it here. And if you're looking at this chart, like what the hell is all this stuff if you're a new trader? I'm a new trader, like I said. So, hey, we can build a relationship off that you're new, I'm new. So there you go. So when I started trading, I realized that there was a vast amount of knowledge that was going to have to master in order to become what they call in that sector a consistently profitable trader. And the abbreviation for that is CPT. So I'll be saying CPT. So I knew, okay, there's so much information that I am going to have to learn. And not only am I going to have to learn all of these different information, I'm going to actually have to know how to do it all simultaneously, all at the same time. If you ever dibble dabbled in intraday trading, which is known as day trading, then you know how fast everything goes. But while everything is going fast, you actually have to go slow. I know it sounds like a lot. So what I started in, I said, you know what? I told somebody close to me, this is it for me. This is it. I love everything about it. It's very complex. It has a lot of moving parts. I think this is something that can capture my attention for years and years to come because there's so much you can do. You can do day trading. You can do swing trading. You can do options. You can trade in the pre-market. You can trade in the futures. There's just so much that you could do over here that it's enough variety for me to stay interested in this field. So when I started to try to learn, and you're looking at this screen here, and you see this graph, and you see all these notations. For me, I figured, I need to find a way that I can learn how to become a CPT, consistently profitable trader. One thing I will say to anybody listening that it may be thinking about coming over into day trading, intraday trading, or you are a new trader, as I am also, you need to find a way that you learn how to trade, not other people. You see, we all take in information and we process it differently, right? That what make each of us unique. So you're going to have to find a way that works for you. Block out trying to look like, some people talk very convoluted. They want to sound real smart. They try to make things more difficult than they are, trying to sound a certain way and make it sound complex. Don't worry about those people. You need to find a way that works for you. And the way that worked for me, ladies and gentlemen, was taking a more of an analytical approach. What I mean by an analytical approach is it worked best for me to actually look at the art in the chart, right? This is art. You see those red and those green bars forming what I refer to as art. It is a form of art to me, you see. I don't really care what other people think about it. That's the way that my mind was able to comprehend it, is like, this is art. This is saying something, okay? And so that's how I went forward with becoming a consistently profitable trader. That's how I learned. And so I'm going to share that with you all today. So when you're looking at this chart and you see resistance 1, resistance 2, you see this yellow line, you see this ascending yellow line at the bottom going up diagonally, you see it says pattern recognition. All of these things are developed by a very basic concept, and that is called support and resistance. Okay, well, we already know what resistance is because I have it labeled here. Resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. You see that flat trend line going across the top. And at the bottom, you see that diagonal yellow line ascending upward, and that is highlighting what is called support. Okay? I don't want to get too in detail about it because I would rather start very slow, but I just want to give you an overview. So support and resistance is a very critical component of trading. It is a very basic and it is fundamental, but you will use it every single day in your stock trading career. If you cannot understand support and resistance, you're not going to fare well in this as a career and becoming a consistently profitable trader. So we have support, we have resistance, and then if you look at it, in between there, you have that consolidation of the price, meaning that the price is indicated with those candlesticks. The candlesticks are the red and green bars within the resistance and that ascending support trend line. And you have that price moving in there. And if you look at it, now that it's drawn out and I have it labeled, you can see the pattern is a triangle. You see a triangle there. All of that comes, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, from studying. And the more that you study, you will be able to see that. And like I say again, that's something that you have to be committed to. You have to be dedicated to. The odds of coming a CPT are about 20%. So out of 100 people do it, 20% will move on to become a consistently profitable trader. These are pretty good odds. If you look at it in comparison to maybe like going pro at a pro level in sports, the odds are very, very small. But you see a lot of people get caught up in that and they do that, right? This actually has better odds than that. 20%. 20% probability that you will become a consistently profitable trader. When I heard that, I said, hell, I got a chance. I can be in the top 20%. I can do that, and I will definitely say to do that, you have to be dedicated to studying every day. There's not really going to be much for you to be doing other than studying so that you can also join in on that 20%. And like I said, I'm going to post more and I'll post more about it, my approach to becoming a CPT, and that was taking an analytical approach, and that was analyzing and cataloging charts. I would go over, like I say, support and resistance area, and I would start from 9:30 a.m. on this chart, and I would analyze it all the way through until 4 p.m. That's when the market closes. The market opens at 9:30 a.m. and it closes at 4 p.m. And I will sit there and I will go through those charts. I will look at the candlestick formations, which are those red and green candlesticks there on the top. I will look at the volume histogram, which are the red and green bars at the bottom. And I would look at time of day. I would look at price. And I'm not saying I would, that's past tense, but I do. And I analyze these things and I catalog them, meaning I save them and I organize them. And I continue to look at the art. Can I memorize some of the patterns that I see? Have I seen this before? And it all comes into play when you're trading and everything's going lightning speed fast. But like I said at the beginning of this video, you have to learn how to go slow. So if you ever want, I think a good example of what I mean by that is in the Matrix when the guy and the bullets are flying at him. In real time, the bullets are coming at him lightning speed fast. But when he's dodging those bullets, he's going in slow motion and he's actually looking at himself like, well, wait a minute. That's the best way I can describe intraday trading. Everything's going lightning fast, but you have to learn how to move slowly and stay calm in the middle of the whole process. And the way that you're going to do that is that you're going to begin to take the journey to understand all the different concepts and components, elements of intraday trading. And that's going to take time. And I'm going to start with my next upload here will be about support and resistance. And I may stay on that maybe for 2 or 3 videos. I'm not sure exactly. But I feel like support and resistance is a critical element because it's fundamental, but it's critical and you're going to use it. When you look at this chart, this is simply me understanding where support was. Because I can understand where support was, I was able to draw that ascending trend line at the bottom. Because I understand where to locate resistance, I was able to draw the flat trend line across the top where I've labeled it resistance 1, 2, and 3. And then I was able to identify pattern recognition, ascending triangle. All right. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stock Saturdays. Looking forward to learning together with you. And if you have any questions going forward, please don't be scared to comment below. Above all, I am a conversationalist, so if you say something in the comments, I will respond with you. I like to have conversations about things that matter, not so much trivial things, but this is important. So if you have a question, you want to comment, feel free to do so. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you like this, if you find it interesting. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're going up. Let's fly.